Hey everyone, this is the Jade Marrisa Podcast talking to you from Thailand about the good, bad, and ugly in combat sports and pop culture. Today, I'm talking to you about common injuries and recovery practices, and I'm here with Joel, my producer.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? And this is episode 8.
Episode 8 in the building.
All right.
So what's going on, Jade?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to talk about common injuries. As I did mention on that episode with my brother, I had a spinal fusion.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, it's the same thing that Tiger Woods had. Actually,
you just love relating your injury to Tiger Woods' injury, right?
I'm just saying some of the greats.
Okay.
Some of the greats had back injuries. I'm telling you that. Yeah. Did you even know that Bruce Lee had problems with his back?
I don't know. I don't.
He was also cha-cha dancer, champion of Hong Kong in 1958.
Was that the reason you learned cha-cha?
Cha-cha. No, I learned salsa.
Oh, salsa. That was different. Dance is dance.
No, very different. Salsa.
Really?
I do salsa and bachata, but since my operation, I'm not being able to do it.
I really have to go out more.
No, you don't. You go out a lot. You just went out last night.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I had its short name is ALIF, or anterior lumbar interbody fusion.
Oh, it's a long last name.
It's a long name. Yeah, so anterior means that they do the surgery from the front of your body, and posterior is from the back.
So they did this surgery in both sides?
No.
Front and back?
No, just from the front.
Oh, okay.
They cut my stomach, and then they went through my stomach, moved all my insides
Oh my God.
to the side. Yeah, and then took out my disc from my spine, my lower disc, L5S1, my lowest disc. Took that out, and then they put screws in there and a spacer. So they put more space between the vertebra. Yeah. So what happened is, as I said in the episode with my brother, when I was in America, maybe 3 years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago now, 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, I was doing Olympic weightlifting class at my college as I was doing athletics. Had to do lots of different sports, and I chose Olympic weightlifting as one of them, which was not a good idea. Yeah, so as I was doing deadlifts, extremely heavy, I felt a pop in my back. No pain, just felt the pop, and I thought, this is different. Yeah, so since then, I just kind of, if there was a bit of discomfort but no pain, I just went on, did my normal routine, played sports. I was on a cross-country team, so I was running a lot, and came back to Thailand after that, after I finished my course at college, and was still training Muay Thai. Then it just got worse and worse and worse over the years, and then I was unable to do Muay Thai, unable to move much, and I had a lot of x-rays, and I had an MRI, and then the doctor said, don't do Muay Thai and be very careful. So I was very careful for like almost a year.
Yeah, no fight, no hard training.
No hard training, no nothing. I just run every now and then later it got worse and worse. So I stopped running, and then I had another MRI, and my disc had ruptured so much that the liquid had gone out of the disc, and it was pretty much my two bones of my vertebra just touching on each other. Yeah, which is really bad. Whenever I moved, it like, you
pains,
felt.
Wow.
So then I went to a couple of hospitals to check out what I could do. And one of them recommended the spinal fusion from the back. So they put the screws in at the back and like put like a piece of metal to support it. But that would stop me from having a lot of range of motion in the future.
Oh.
Yeah, so I went to get a second opinion at a different hospital at BHS, is that? I don't know, the one in Ceylon.
I don't know, in a hospital.
And it's a very good hospital, but it was so expensive. It was like 400,000 baht for this procedure. From the front, ALIF. Yeah, so I told my parents about it, and they were like, no. It's so expensive. I was like, great, so what can I do? My dad's secretary, she tracked down the same doctor who was at that hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same surgeon. And he actually also works at Chula Hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, Chula is a government hospital.
Yeah, so there's subsidy.
It's much cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I finally was able to get an appointment with him, which was not easy because there's so much of a waiting list at that hospital. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I was able to see him, and he was like, "Oh, like, you found me here." Damn, like, and then the price was like half price.
Oh, which is really good.
Really good. Yeah, really, really good. So at Chula, it takes a long time to actually get the operation. You have to go through a lot of different phases. Yeah. So see the doctor is one, then you have to go through like blood tests and all these different checkups, and then another one after that to see the doctor again. And then after that, when he's okay with everything, you wait for a phone call from the doctor.
You have to wait for a phone call.
You wait for a phone call. And then, so the first time I saw him, that was in January. Was it early January. Mm-hmm. And then the phone call finally I got was in March. Just 2 weeks before.
2 weeks notice.
He 2 weeks notice. He's like, in 2 weeks, you're going to have your operation. I was
wow.
Like, oh my God.
I saw your Facebook post. I was like, oh, where?
I was driving. I was like, are you sure? Like, now? Really? Like, can I postpone? Because actually at the same time, so that was on the 12th of March, where my appointment would be. My dad hosts this huge Muay Thai and martial arts championship in the same week.
And you have to be there.
Well, yeah, usually I have to be there to help my dad. It's a big deal. But the guy was like, no, this is Chula. This is not like a private hospital. This is the appointment that you get, and that's it. And I was like...
So if he makes this one, I don't know how long it's going to take.
I was like, well, can I call my mom and dad first? He's like, okay, I'll call you back in like a couple of hours. I was like, Mom. And she's like, okay, just do it. Just do it. Because if you don't do it now, then you have to wait even longer and you're going to get worse. Yeah, so March 12th, I had anterior lumbar interbody fusion. And now I'm just still in recovery mode. It's been just over 2 months.
But how long is it going to take to recover fully?
6 months, maybe.
6 months?
Yeah. To a year. But I mean, maybe for me, because I'm younger than most candidates and I'm pretty healthy. Well, I am healthy. I try and eat well, and I also exercise. So I think maybe mine will be a faster recovery than most people. Because when I was in the hospital, it's mostly old people. I'm like sat there like looking around like the young people are the ones who bring in the old people to the hospital, you know. So yeah. So that was March. Now it's May, end of May now. So it's getting better. Still cannot run. Still cannot do Muay Thai. Nothing with too much impact because right now, with the screws and like the metal sort of spacer that they put in between my vertebra, my bone has to like, because they shave down the bone a little bit so you can.
Okay, it has to like grow.
Yeah.
To it.
Exactly. So like when you break a bone, you have to wait for the calcium on the bone to come up and like grow itself again. Yeah. So now the bone has to like kind of grow over it or something.
Because I remember this basketball player, Paul George. He broke his leg.
Yeah.
The bone.
Ouch.
Just broke into two. It took him like a year or two to fully recover, and he's playing great now.
Wow.
Yeah, fully recover. He still can do everything he used to do.
I heard it's quite, like, well, maybe on broken bones, when it grows back, the calcium that grows make it like stronger in that part, but maybe not the same for
I'm going to break my bone right now.
No, yeah, that's why they say like sometimes the Muay Thai fighters in the past, they would kind of like, every time they fight, their shin bone kind of chips, or like when they train, they use like shin conditioning in the past, and like, because when the shin would like chip, it would grow back with more calcium and grow back stronger and like kind of condition the shins.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a crazy technique that some fighters would do. They kind of like roll like a hot glass bottles on there. Yeah. They did all sorts of crazy stuff.
I have to do that just to be more stronger.
If you want to be, it's crazy though.
Nah.
You don't need to.
I can't even imagine myself doing that.
Right. So I was looking like different. So this is having back issues is really a common a common issue for a lot of people, you know.
Dude, I have back pains whenever I'm fat.
Whenever you're fat, yeah, well, obviously, because you imagine all your weight is going to go to the lower back.
Yeah, and I hate that.
It's going to go right there.
That shit freaked me out.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. You really feel it when you do lots of different things, like
And
picking up something heavy or just like when
I
you're
feel
moving something.
yeah, exactly. I was at Paragon yesterday working with my friend for like 2-3 hours, and I can feel my back is like, no, I really need to lose weight.
And stretch.
Yeah.
You should stretch. That's one thing a lot of people don't stretch, and they
In the
really
morning?
should. It's whenever. In the morning's the best time, I would say. Morning and night.
My
Stretching's
last
great.
football game, I get there late, and I couldn't even stretch to even start playing.
You stretch in the taxi.
How do you do that?
Only the hour. Sat there, very uncomfortable.
I don't
Maneuver.
know. Then when I used to train with Bangkok University varsity team, we have to go through normal training stretching procedure.
Right, stretching
so we have
warm-up.
to warm up first for like an hour, stress, and after a game you have to do that as well. But at the point I was like, yo, this is waste of time.
No, it's not. Okay, warming up and stretching before exercise.
It is really good.
You should.
But
That is very recommended.
Okay.
But after any sport, you don't need to. It's
Because
good
your
to do
body's
it.
already,
But your body's going to cool
But
down.
the point is, when you grow older, the process becomes even more longer because it's gonna take. Normally, before I
To
just
warm up,
like
you
jog. Yeah, I jog up. Stress. It's gonna take me probably 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
But right now, it's gonna take me at least 30 minutes to fully feel it.
I definitely agree. It is like that when you get older, but I mean, that's just the way it is. Everyone's the
I
same.
mean, I remember when I was young, I can just after half
straight
break,
into it,
play football. Half time, go out, eat whatever I want, come back in 15
Or maybe
minutes.
it's because
to
you
keep
drink
playing.
a lot, Joel.
I know.
Maybe that's why. You're not sleeping properly and you drink a lot. Maybe that's why.
Don't tell people.
So you have good nutrition. That will also help your muscles and all the oxygen
Oh my
flow.
God. That is the only thing I would definitely not going to do right in my life is eat healthy.
Really?
Yeah.
I always eat healthy. I enjoy
Like
it.
when
I
I'm at
feel
home,
better.
right? When I'm at home, if I'm doing something, if I don't go out, I'm at home. I don't even know how to stop eating.
I mean, because it's boredom.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
eat all time till I fall asleep.
Yeah. I understand that. When I'm bored at home, I want to
I can drink. I drink a lot, but I have principle though. I don't drink at home.
Oh, okay.
Never.
See, that's why you go out so often. I'm joking.
Sometimes I go out, sometimes not all.
Yeah, but before exercise, you should do dynamic stretching, which means it's like the mobility. You're actually moving, like arm swings, leg swings, high knees, something like that, rather than static, which is where you hold something in position.
I do that when I play basketball.
Yeah, a lot of
That is
athletes do
really
that.
normal,
Yeah, you see them running up and down the court or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so like celebrities who have had back injuries or surgeries is number one, George Clooney.
I don't know who that is.
What? He's a very famous actor.
Oh, you're talking about celebrity. Oh, okay.
Celebrities, yeah.
Trust me, man. I don't watch movies that much. I only watch series.
Damn. Well, yeah. George Clooney had a spinal fusion. George W. Bush.
Oh, okay. I know that one.
Yeah, president of the U.S.
Former president.
Yeah, former president. Yeah, he had surgery. Usain Bolt.
Really?
Yeah. Well, let me see. I don't think he had surgery. What did he say? He had scoliosis. Let me see. He became a household name after his record-breaking Olympic performances. And he also has back pain. Oh, but I don't think he had surgery.
Yeah, probably going through the same time I'm going through right now.
He just
more
scoliosis is when the spine is like kind of curved in like an S shape.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not straight.
So how do you feel that?
Well, he says his treatment has been physical therapy, personal training, and just stuff like that. Like trying to do as much as he can to kind of slowly stabilize his spine and his core. A lot of core exercises is key to like looking after your back. Yeah. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Who is that?
The Vampire Slayer.
No, I don't know that.
She also has scoliosis. Scoliosis is very common.
Come on, right?
Yeah, people just born with it where their spine is just not straight. Some people actually have the same surgery I had where they put the screws, but it has to be all the way up to straighten it. It's crazy. But like a lot of people do it. Harrison Ford, another actor on Star Wars, he had a disc herniation and had a small surgery from the back.
What if I say I've never watched any Star Wars movie?
Yeah. Okay, how about this guy? Arian Foster.
What's that?
NFL running back. No? From the NFL?
Oh, yeah. I should know him.
He had a disc herniation, but he had microdiscectomy, which means they just cut off a small piece of the disc at the back. Yeah, it means like the disc is bulging out of place, and then kind of like it'll touch onto the nerves, and then it'll shoot pain down the legs. So a small surgery from the back is where they just cut open the back and cut open that small piece that's like coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very small. You can really get back into normal everything straight, like not long after.
Not long, yeah.
Charlize Theron from Mad Max. The girl in Mad Max. Have you seen the movie Mad Max?
Maybe. I don't think so.
Damn, this guy needs to watch more movies.
What for? Why should I?
She had the same thing, disc herniation, the small surgery from the back. When
okay.
Yeah, she had the same thing. Tiger Woods.
That's a household name.
Yeah, I mean, he's mixed Thai, and he just won the Masters 2 years after this surgery. He's had so many different surgeries on his spine.
Yeah,
actually. Yeah. So
I think he went through a really rough time after the divorce.
I think he's had a rough time. Full stop. Like not just the back, but divorce, and
then
he's just
taking medication while driving, or driving while taking medication and shit like that. That's a lot. If I was him, right, I'm going out of sport, just enjoy my life with my money until I go broke.
No, I don't think so, because when you have sport, that's the only thing that can keep you focused and give you direction in life. When everything else is going wrong, if you go into sports, if you have that focus, and it helps. Yeah,
I actually had an argument with a guy on Twitter, right? He was like, he's really young. He's like 24 years old. He's in therapist. He's like I was like, dude, why can't you just fucking go inside the shower, take 2 hours shower and go play sport?
I don't know if it's that easy, if you have an injury.
It's not injury. He's like really young.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. So I have to go see my therapist. I was like, dude, you're 24 years old.
Actually, like right now, much more people are depressed than any time before. Yeah.
I was like, yo, if I don't really overthink myself. If something is not going right for me, I just like take hot shower for like 4 hours by myself.
Who showers that long? That's crazy. You have no skin left after.
That is how I get over my shit. Whoa. Or I just go to gym, run.
Yeah,
running
is so good.
Keep running, right? Or I just go out, play football, play basketball, and I come back, I will be so tired to even think.
Yeah.
I just fall asleep and I wake up.
Well, I mean, depression, there's many different types of depression, I think. One can be the chemical imbalance, one can be just someone who's self-loathing.
I know that. I know that. But most of these days, right, I think is becoming way too mainstream, When it's okay to think. It's okay to have like second thought, to have like thing running. Dude, I have like, at the point, I can think about 500 things. I don't even know where they come from. Right? Some people now they're trying to relate that to depression, and that to
maybe
mental illness.
Maybe younger people these days are not as creative.
It's not even being creative. They just don't know, because being depressed is silly right now. You have the public sympathy. You have like people who want to treat you more special, something like that. So people just jump on that bad wagon. It's like some people don't even have depression.
Well, yeah, maybe not like straight up real depression.
Trust me, if you go on Twitter, some people just using
Twitter, but he's making me be more active on Twitter because of these podcasts.
I
hate Twitter.
You have to be more active.
I don't get it. I don't really get it. It's just people complaining about things.
I had a Twitter account since 2000.
I've had the account.
2009.
Yeah.
Right? And I closed it down 2016. Then I open another account. I just follow probably people I know. Maybe 10 more celebrities I like.
Yeah.
And then nothing more.
So when you follow the people that you like, it ends up being the same people that you follow on Facebook or Instagram. So they're always saying the same shit anyway.
Trust me, this is what I'm doing right now. If I follow you on IG, I'm not following you on Twitter.
Yeah, it's probably better because I'm going to talk about the same stuff.
Exactly, I don't do that. Because people I follow on IG, if you celebrate, I follow you on IG. I don't want you to suffocate me with your content.
Although on Instagram, it's more focused on the photos and the pictures and the small little whatever you want to say caption. Whereas
trust me, you haven't
Twitter,
been to Instagram comment section. Have you?
No, I don't really.
try that one.
I'm good. Anyway, another celebrity who's had a disc herniation is Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man.
Okay, I know that one.
John F. Kennedy, also a former U.S. president.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a lot of back pain.
Yeah, because they sit all the time and most of them don't even have time to exercise,
Yeah, he even wore a back brace as president and used crutches sometimes. Damn, that's crazy. He said his back pain stemmed from athletics serving in the military.
Military, right?
Yeah. I can see that. And then there's a MVP of Peyton Manning.
Oh, Peyton Manning.
Football, American football. Disc herniation also. I mean, I can imagine in American football there's so many injuries that happen there. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to talk about some recovery practices that I've been trying since my surgery. Obviously, month 1, can't do anything. Second month, I started swimming. Once my wound healed, I could swim. So
do you know how to swim?
Yeah, of course. Do you know? No?
Yes, I do. But I hate water.
Oh, well, I like swimming.
I learned how to swim when I was 2 years old.
But that's really young.
Yeah. Because where I grew up, it's more of an island. We have sea to the other side and we have river.
Damn,
so my place is
it's
just right in between. So everybody knows how to swim. My mom always take me to the river. I learned how to swim in
just put you in there when
just
you're 2
years
old.
Yeah. When I'm trying to drown, she would just pick me up.
Whoa.
So I learned how to swim at a very young age, and I hate water.
That's probably why, because you got thrown into the river when you were quite young. Maybe
because I just hate water going into my ear.
Oh,
I don't like that when I swim.
Yeah, I don't know how to help. I think there's probably some type of earplugs. I don't know.
I mean, I don't, just the way I learned how to do sport, right? I don't follow. I don't know if I should call it traditional way of learning how to, because you go out, you learn by yourself.
Right.
Right. It's not right now people who they have football academy, they have basketball academy.
Yeah.
We don't have any academy.
Yeah.
You just go learn how to do it.
Well, it's like that. In England, it's like that with football and tennis and some other sports. But then if you want to go a bit to the extra level, then maybe you would go into the school or the academy. But yeah, in Thailand, you have to go to the schools.
Not only in Thailand. I think in Holland too, they have so much academies. And you see those kids 10, 12.
Yeah.
They have to wake up as early as 5 a.m. They go jogging, start training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
it's
good.
really hardcore academy.
Okay.
But in my days, we don't even we do everything by ourselves. Because we have you just have to be active, right? Because I have all my childhood friends and we are good in sports, so we always want to challenge ourselves, high jump, who can jump higher. Have you ever seen African high jump?
No. What do you jump over?
We jump over
People's garden wall.
Yeah, you see this we have one, I don't know how to call it, plank or wood here, and we just put another.
What do you land on?
On the ground. And then when I was around 6, probably when I was young, I was around 5'8". I can jump over my height.
Wow.
Then I was really skinny though, so.
Yeah. So your gravity.
Yeah, and just I'll show you a YouTube video.
That's cool.
Yeah, of African high jump is really, really great.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's good to be.
And I once one of my friend, he didn't even do any sport, so we went. He's really strong. So we wrestled, and he won. I was like, "Yo, you won the wrestle."
So when you're younger, around teenage years in Africa, people not really is there gangs? Is people hanging out like as gangs, or they play sports instead? Because in England, most of the youths are like gangs right now. It's so bad.
No, we don't have gangs.
That's
And
good.
back in Africa, like if you're growing up, you don't even have gangs. But right now, we have secret cult, like fraternities in the street. And the reason is that actually moved out from campus, from university campuses
Yeah.
into street. Because like if you when you after
You can't
high
fight
school,
in university, obviously, because you have security
no,
there.
not in Nigeria. We don't even, dude, they have those motherfuckers have a lot of weapons.
Oh.
But it's not when I was growing up, we don't have gang, we don't have like groups.
When I was
we
growing
don't-
up, it was starting to be like all the teenagers would like gang up on the streets and like vandalize things and steal things and stuff.
you
That was when I was growing up in
First of
England.
all, you need to have vans to vandalize.
But thank God my dad moved me to Thailand when I was 14 and it completely changed my life. You know, right now they have a thing in England that's kind of popular, which is so bad. I saw it on the news yesterday. It's called scoreboarding.
What is that?
Scoreboarding is when like the youths, like the gangs in England, they'll go around and stab people or hit someone. And
For
they get,
what?
it's stupid, it's a game. And they get like points depending on where they attack this person.
Shit.
It's so bad. And then they'll rap about it. It's called drilling.
Oh,
They rap about it, and it's like people are dying. Like
but
it's really bad.
if they try to do that, the only time we did that back in Nigeria is because we're trying to test our black magic, black voodoo.
Shit.
Yeah,
But I think in England, like they've totally lost control of the youth. I think the youth control the streets. They're terrorizing a lot of people. And my mum was just saying earlier that her friend who's still in England, like she's scared to go on the train to go into town now because there's like gangs that hang around near the train station.
I bet there is a lot of Nigerians and Jamaica among them too.
I think the Jamaicans are mostly like in the south around London, West London. But yeah, that's why a lot of English slang is mixed with Jamaican language.
Yeah, I know
like
that.
Wataguan, blood. Yeah.
And most of Jamaican languages too, like most of Jamaican slangs is mostly from Africa.
Oh, there you go. So
Because like somewhere like Suriname, we have almost common way of saying a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, like in Suriname they call stomach belly, and we call like belly. Same thing in my country.
Call it belly in England too.
It's not belly, it's belly.
Yeah, but you know how like the similarities,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm saying like the youths in England, they need more direction. You know, they're like even the government there right now is like the prime minister just stepped down.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
I saw
like
the
I
news.
said, all the youth.
She's gonna step down next week.
Soon. I don't know. Or she already did? I don't know.
Not sure. She just announced it.
Yeah.
Back to sport.
Yeah, back to sport. Anyway, so another type of recovery practices for my back. Like I said, a lot of core exercises. I'm going to do a video actually and probably post it on my YouTube because when I was searching online, there wasn't really much to teach you, like post-surgery, like way post, like maybe 2 months post or 3 months. There needs to be more things like this. So stretching, core exercises, and I did try CBD oil.
What is that?
Marijuana oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So CBD. Let me say, marijuana is supposed to have 2 components. There's a lot of components, but the 2 main ones is CBD and THC.
Okay.
THC is the one that makes you high.
Oh.
CBD is a medicinal one,
Okay.
which now people are using to treat cancer patients.
Cancer. Yeah, I know
people
about
with
that.
epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, anything like that, or even like it can help with injuries. It helps with pain, help with inflammation. It helps to reduce all of those. So I tried some of that, but so I had 2 different bottles of it, and
Okay.
yeah, a couple of friends gave it to me because they saw that I had this surgery. So
Yeah, this might help.
yeah, this might help. So I thought, okay, sure, I might as well. Tried it. One of the bottles was fine. Like I actually didn't feel much pain in my back. The other one, after I was taking that for like almost a month, I started noticing a bit of a weird feeling, or
What feeling is that?
maybe not a weird feeling, but a weird result from it. I think my back felt fine, but I was kind of going a little bit crazy.
Okay, how crazy?
Like,
Can you explain the craziness?
Like, I didn't feel myself. I didn't feel like
How?
myself. I felt a little bit erratic.
Okay.
I felt like a bitch.
Oh my God, you're thinking too much.
I feel like I was being more of a bitch. And like, I'm not really like, I'm usually like pretty chill. Okay, yes, I can be like kind of hyper and stuff, but like this kind of, it changed me. I felt like I couldn't think clearly. So then I thought.
How do you feel you couldn't think clearly if you couldn't think clearly?
Like, it just, maybe like my mind wasn't as
Okay, so now you
directed as usual or focused as usual or
okay.
the way I was thinking was just like kind of a little bit all over the place rather than like.
But now your thinking is more focused on particular things and you just
like now it's clearer.
Yeah,
I don't know how to really explain it, but anyway, so I stopped taking it just to see what would happen. And as soon as I stopped taking it, that whole week right after, I did feel so much mentally clearer. I felt much more calmer. I felt like myself again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think that the second bottle that I had some mixture of THC in there. And I was kind of probably a little bit
maybe
small dosing myself with THC, which I didn't really realize. So it's so important to find a good source of
I've always trying to try something whereby I would definitely lose my mind. I wouldn't remember what I was doing, but at the same time trying to keep my mental stability.
Your what?
Okay, I did this, right? I've never do any drugs before in my life.
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarette. I don't smoke weed or whatever whatsoever. So there was a day I went to a party, right? So there was these cookies.
Oh.
And I was hungry.
Oh, no.
And I was hungry. And I was drinking alcohol.
Oh, no.
And it was cookies and cake. It was birthday party.
Oh no.
It was edible, right? And I ate a lot.
No.
So after 1 hour, I started feeling my leg. I couldn't feel my leg anymore. I don't feel my legs. I couldn't walk. I was like, yo, okay. And then my friend told me this is
special.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, yes, Joel, it's time to
go home.
I told myself it's time to go home. And at the same time, you have to remember everything that happens this night. So I take taxi. I was on my way home. I was like, my heart was beating so fucking fast. Really fast. Like I thought my heart was gonna pop out of my chest.
Oh my God.
So I was like, no, I'm not gonna go home and sleep by myself with this condition. So I went to hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. I went to hospital. I was like, I explained to the doctor what I was like, yo, okay. They gave me drip, they gave me oxygen masks and everything. After 2 hours, I was okay. I was like, yo, I want to go home. So I left and I paid the bill. And then I get home and I started drinking a lot of Coca-Cola. I feel like I want to drink something sweet. I want to eat something sweet all the time. So, but that night I remembered everything that happened. I remember everything, how I got a taxi, drop taxi, pay, and how I get home. So the second thing that I couldn't remember, right? I was with my ex-girlfriend. I've never smoked shisha before in my life. And she was like, yo, just smoke, just take it in. And I was like, I don't even know how to smoke. I don't even know how to smoke cigarette.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it in or take it out.
Yeah.
So I just like normal like that, right? And after that, I don't know how we get home, right? I don't know how she opened my phone. I checked my phone.
But the shisha also had it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never smoked before in my life. So
shisha or hookah. Same.
Yeah. So I just discovered in the morning when I woke up, she was just looking at me. I was like, what happened? And I had headache for 1 week with shisha.
Oh my God.
So from there, I know.
Well, shisha has a lot of tobacco. I heard it has like 50 times more tobacco than normal cigarettes.
How do people survive it?
I don't know. Also,
oh my God.
Like, I've smoked it before, and then after I went for a run, I'm like, oh my God, like my chest is like so tight right now.
That's why I was like, I know anything drugs or smoke is just not for me. It's not for me at all.
See, that's the thing. I think it is for the individual. So same thing for like marijuana, CBD, or whatever. Like if some people, they can smoke it and they feel absolutely normal, absolutely fine. Some people can smoke it and they can work and they feel so clear or even more productive. But for me, definitely not.
Something happens in Holland too, right?
I think I'm very sensitive towards like anything like that.
I was with my cousin girlfriend friends, and everybody just come into the room and everybody they started smoking. I was working on my project then. I was just like chilling, just drinking my normal alcohol, chill, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they smoked this weed, right? Even like me smelling it, inhaling it in, I felt so much high. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And after 2 puffs, right? My cousin girlfriend, they just fell asleep. They woke up 1 hour later, smiling.
In Holland, I'm sure it's very strong there.
And I was like, what the fuck is going
very
on?
Very pure, very, very strong. I mean, same thing in California when I was there. Like, you can smell it everywhere. And they have the shops everywhere, medical marijuana shops. They sell it everywhere. I was near Venice Beach, and there's like so much of it over there.
Wow.
Oh my God, crazy. But yeah, anyway, so CBD oil, it's good for some, it's not good for some. And I think know your source, where you're going to get it from. It is legal in Thailand now. Medical marijuana is legal, but you have to obtain a license. And I know that Chular Hospital have started doing tests with that. Rangsit University and also one university in Isan in the north of Thailand have started. They have grow houses and they're starting to do tests on it as well. So for medical use, it's still it's legal in Thailand if you have a license. Recreational, not legal. Same as like America is like that though. It's medical, you know.
Is it really medical?
It depends. Like if you extract the actual CBD, then it is only medical, and there's none of the drug that will make you high there.
Okay.
So, yeah, just know your source, you know. Anyway, as well as that, so that was an experience. Anyway, thank God it's been a while now, and I feel so much better after not doing that. And so just doing my normal exercises, like I'm starting to walk more. So I'll walk to my gym, which is not too far.
How far is the gym from here?
It takes me like 20, 25 minutes to walk there. Not so bad. Just hot sometimes. But
oh my God, I don't know how you survive it.
Yeah, so I'll walk there and I'll do some like rehabilitation exercises that I just know myself, stretching. And also this week I've started to do some Tai Chi.
What is that? I think that is the old people's sport.
Tai Chi is like the old Chinese type of kung fu for old people, when you like have to breathe in, do different movements, and you move your body in a slow way. But I feel like it's helped so much just from doing it this week. So I started it last weekend, and I've been doing it a few times this whole week, and my back feels so good, and even my muscles feel like they recovered faster. I think it's because you concentrate on your breath whilst you're doing the small movements.
Okay.
So yeah, it's good. I like it better than yoga, because yoga, you do a stretch and you have to hold that stretch for so long, and sometimes I've
never tried yoga because I know I'm not going to be able to do it.
And with my back surgery, I don't think that holding a position like that or stretching
it's not good for you.
It's not that
good.
Yeah. It can put a lot of strain. Yeah. So like Tai Chi, which is like soft and you breathe well and you still move in your body, because I want to keep the movement in my back, because if I keep it straight the whole time, it's going to get too stiff. So just small movements is good for it. So yeah, that's really, really helping.
So how do you go about how do you know which movement is right for you? Or you just follow your instinct?
Tai Chi, I think most of it is so good, because nothing's like intense. It's very, very soft, all of it. And I just do it on YouTube. I just watch a YouTube video and open on that. And then in Thailand, all the old people do it in the park.
Yeah, I see. I go to the park and I see old people doing it.
Yeah, so they do it like really early in the morning. So I'm thinking to go to the park. Like,
oh, you're gonna be the youngest person there. Don't make them feel bad, please.
No, they'll make me. They're professional. Do you see them doing it? They're so good.
Okay.
And they're like 80 years old or something. They're so good. So I'm gonna go and ask them if I can join their class. But I think I have to go there like 6 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember I used to run around there when I was fighting. I used to get up early, like maybe 5:30.
Which of the park?
Swan Lagao on Sinakarin Park.
Oh, okay. I don't live around Srinakara. I don't even know anywhere around there.
Anyway, it's a park not too far from where I live, from Luktafa. And yeah, I'll go and ask the old people if I can join in their Tai Chi class.
Oh, man.
Maybe I'll make it a trend for young people. Who knows? I think it's better than yoga.
Well, I don't know. Because when I had my ankle injuries, and normally when I was young, right, playing football, ankle injury a week is gone. Even when I had this serious one, right, and my coach was like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to come back in a month?" I was like, "Fuck it, I'm playing next week." So I went to play next week. The week after the injury. Then I discovered it was a really bad one.
Ankle sprain.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different degrees of an ankle sprain of a sprain. There's
I don't even
different
know the
degrees.
degree, but like my ankle was swelling so like every day.
Oh shit.
So and I don't want to go to the hospital because I know doctor was.
You need to remember RICE. You know what RICE is? Rest, ice, compress, and elevate.
I do that all the time. I still have the picture. So and I eat rice too. So after that, I was like, I don't want to go to a hospital. I'm going to spend money. And doctor is going to tell me to stop sport for like a year or two. And the doctor will just
give you anti-inflammatory and painkillers.
So I was like, I'm not going. I just like medicate myself. Just like ice it all the time. No sport for like a year. Then I tried to force my way back. Right. And I played basketball. The first day of playing basketball, and now to steady ankle again, which is not really that hard.
That's another thing with sprain ankles. It can happen again if you don't look after it.
So, and then I was out for like another 6 months. Oh. And then 1 year, eating, sleeping, drinking alcohol, then trying to come back after 1 day, another 6 months, eating, drinking, 20 kg.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
20 kg.
And all that weight on your ankle.
On my ankle, and I'll be struggling to let go of those weight. Because I can't stop eating.
Yeah.
I don't play active sport like I used to. Right now, I just play basketball once or twice a week.
And football.
I play football once in a week, which is like really competitive. But I can't stop drinking alcohol. And my coach doesn't even notice.
I don't know what to say about that.
Because I really was like going around with 20 kg is a lot of load. I've been before that I was weighing like 85 kg for almost my entire life.
Well, like I said, when you have an ankle sprain, it's easy to do it again because like you kind of weaken that area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I still feel the pain right now because sometimes when I run really hard like or sprint a lot, I feel it.
The extra weight is probably not helping.
Yes,
you put a lot of stress on it. Yeah.
And again, before I used to like try dunking, it's like if I want to dunk, it's like really easier. But now if I jump and just to hold the rim, I can feel the pain.
Just even from jumping, because you're putting for the pressure when you're trying to elevate yourself. Yeah, that's a very popular strain.
I mean, like I don't know. I don't want to go to hospital. I don't want to trade it.
You don't need to. You just have to look after it yourself.
Yeah, I just have to lose weight.
Lose weight, and just rest it, really. Hot and cold water or something is probably good for it.
You want to know something, right? I think 10 years straight, I've been taking like shower with hot water. I don't shower with cold water.
I'm not saying shower, put it in ice. Put some ice on it, and then you like the next time you put hot on it, and then so the blood flow.
Okay, I just swim. How is it called? Sauna will help.
Sauna will help.
Yeah, I go to sauna sometimes.
Yeah, and what is another common injury is shin splints. Have you ever had shin splint?
Yes.
It's when like you feel a pain on your just next to your shin. It's when the tissue kind of separates itself from the shin. That's usually after when you maybe run a lot or you start doing some exercise that consists of maybe long duration of something like running or bike riding or something like that.
When I run.
Yeah, but once again, there's not really much you can do. You can wear the compression socks that will help, or you just run it out, and eventually
it will just go away.
Yeah, it'll go away
because
eventually.
Like when I started running again, I always do this. I just sprint for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I just jog again for like 5 to 10 minutes. Then I sprint again. So 15 minutes in, I always feel that. Like
it's just wear the compression socks. I would recommend.
I'll try to look for that.
The last injury I want to talk about. I mean, of course, there's lots of injuries when you do any different sports, but another one that's very common is concussions. Head injuries. Yeah, that's common in NFL. Muay Thai, boxing, NFL, American football. Yeah, the thing is, your brain does not have pain receptors. So when there's any type of hit or any injury to your head or any strike or anything, your brain will not feel the pain because there's no pain receptors there.
Okay.
So it's very dangerous.
I've always wondered, right? I learned boxing when I was young, just like the way I learned how to play
Right.
football. Like
Right.
we just gather ourselves and start punching each other and just like that's how I learn. So I don't have like the traditional way of like learning, having a coach, of having someone really coaching you or telling you what to do.
Right.
Right. So I've always wondered what is this? What is the deal with when you get hit in your around here, your jaw?
Yeah.
You always like most of the fighter always go straight down or they
Yeah.
just lose it.
So there's definitely, I would say the trigger points, the knockout points, is your jaw, your solar plex, your liver. So basically, when they hit your jaw, it's gonna hit against that, and then it'll make your brain inside gonna.
Do you know I normally
rock around inside your skull?
I've practiced that by myself. Sometimes I just punch my jaw just to see.
Some people have a higher tolerance than others. Some people get knocked out much easier, and also some people have more of a knockout power when they're punching than other people. So yeah, and another thing is all individual. But when people get hit in the head, they do kill their brain cells. But with the right time of recovery, they can grow back. They can heal themselves. If you don't give yourself this time to recover, then you're gonna keep on damaging your brain. That's why you can see a lot of fighters who are like maybe older, who fought a lot. Some of them are a little bit like punch drunk. Yeah, in Thai, Malmat. And it's when the brain cells have never been able to heal because you just constantly getting hit in the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons I don't want to go into fighting.
I mean, like I said, if you just give yourself the right time to heal, so that doesn't mean fight after fight. That also means fight finish. In training, you need to look after yourself too.
Yeah.
You can't just like fight and then go back into sparring in the gym. No, you need to fight finish, rest, then you slowly get back into training. Don't go straight into sparring, you know.
Because like if I go into fighting, I'm probably going to kill someone because my anger alone gives me headache. If I'm angry and I calm down after that, I'm going to have severe headache.
I don't know what to say about that.
I'm serious. That's why I train myself never to get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always want to.
Hey, you know what'll help that?
What?
Tai Chi. It's so good. I did it this morning. I woke up early. I did some Tai Chi, and now I feel so chill.
I hope you get paid for this.
It's made all the blood like flow around my body, all the oxygen.
But it's not like that anymore right now because you can really get me angry and I will just walk out. I just go. I just leave that environment.
Yeah.
I just forget about it. Because if I get angry, I know even when I fight you and something happens at that moment, I'm not going to regret it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wake up with big headache in the morning. So I don't want to do that.
It's probably better. Yeah, because I mean, the more you intensify the situation, the worse it's going to get. So it's probably best just walk
So I always
away.
just like walk out, just forget about it.
Yeah.
Wow. So what more?
Yeah, so that's it. That's the three main, or the main injuries that I want to cover today, because I think they're quite common. You know, back injury, ankle sprains, concussion, shin splints. They're very, very common, and like I said, recovery practices very important to just know. Like, don't push yourself too much. Rest, ice. Compress and elevate if it's an ankle sprain or something like that. And if it's anything with the back, then you just strengthen your core and slowly get into things like swimming and walking and Tai Chi.
Swimming.
Pilates is also good.
My brother always thinks swimming and steaming is a form of fitness workout.
Yeah. Swimming and what?
Steaming, like sauna.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You go to sauna 2 times a week. No.
Sauna is good.
It's good for your skin, not for your health.
I think it's good for your health too.
I don't think so.
It dilates your capillaries, right? So then your blood flow is supposed to flow better around your body. It's supposed to help something like that. Yeah.
A static blood flow.
Not static.
Because you sit in the sauna. There's no way your body just...
Because it opens your pores.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist on that, but that's what I heard.
I'm just wondering because I think it's good for... I don't know. Like, I stand to be corrected, right? I just think it's good for your skin, not for your entire...
No, I think it's good. And it definitely helps injuries as well. Because, like,
you know,
when you have an injury... When you have an injury, I think it's for the first 42 to 72 hours, you're supposed to ice straight after. And then after 72 hours, you're supposed to apply heat.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another fact.
That makes sense.
All right, well, Yeah, any other injuries you want to talk about, or is that good for now?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not active in sport anymore, so I don't even.
Yeah, if anyone's had any other injuries or can think of any other common injuries that you'd like us to talk about, you can comment.
Yes, just leave a comment,
share. Please subscribe to my channel.
Please, we're begging you. You have to do that.
All right, thank you. See you next episode. Bye.
All right, bye.